Along with Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and our sideline reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll add another chapter to the Battle of Florida tonight as the Miami Heat travel to Orlando to square off against the Magic. They're coming off a great victory on Wednesday, and they put it all together in that game. It added up to a phenomenal win.
You know, sometimes you're going to win because of your performance, and on occasions, which was the case for them, it's the play of your opponent that allows you to escape with wins.
Yeah, they were up against a team that struggled all night to get things under control. Mistakes and turnovers and just sloppy play all game long.
And David Aldridge is standing by for our pregame report. David, good evening.
Well, Kevin, Heat coach Erik Spoelstra has worked his way up from the bottom, and he's still one of the most driven people you'll meet. He said, "I hate this quality, but I can go to dark levels when we lose. I'm inconsolable. Then I get this crazy, intense focus, desperate not to be embarrassed again. That dark spot is what I tap into. Creativity comes from there." Kevin?
Thanks, D.A. That effort permeates through the entire team. And Brent, for opening night, you know that both of these teams are going to come out and try to make a statement.
Well, for teams who don't make the playoffs, Kevin, you want to come out here tonight and show that you're competitive. But for teams who last year went deep, maybe appeared in the finals, it's to let everybody in the league know we're back, we're for real, and you're going to be seeing a lot of us.
It'll be the Heat off the tip. So the opening lineup for the Heat, Whiteside is out there with Luke Babbitt. Then there's Dragic. Then there's Dion Waiters. Dragic kicks to Whiteside. Out of bounds, Orlando takes possession.
Not exactly sure what was happening there inside the heads of the players, but very frustrated they couldn't capitalize on the opportunity.
Payton with the ball. Gordon a screen. Gordon with a screen on Dragic. Now here's Payton. He feeds it to Fournier. 6-shot clock. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Fournier's got the game going with his first points of the game for the Magic. Now Dragic. Pass to Magruder. A three ball. Bangs home the trifecta. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Payton dishes to Gordon. Pass to Ross. Payton outside. Pass to Gordon. A baseline J. Got a piece of it. And he recovers it. No good from Ross.
Oh, that's a tough three-point try when you've got the defense right there.
Yeah, awesome job right there of closing out on the shooter to contest. May have made him adjust that just a bit.
Magruder, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. He has 5.
Ooh, good eyes, found the open man and delivered an accurate pass.
And here is Payton from downtown. No good from Ross. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. It's 2-on-1. Pushing it up. Here's Magruder. He's guarded by Ross. Out of bounds. Orlando takes possession. And a quick look at how things have been since the All-Star break. Checking out the three-point shot ratio for the Heat.
And clearly they haven't been shy about launching it from long range. That's the way the league has been going, and they are certainly embracing that trend.
Orlando's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Payton passes to Fournier. Outside Gordon. There's the feed to Payton. Shot clock at 5. Here's Vucevic. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Outside Dragic. They set the pick. clock at 4. Vucevic with the rebound. Magic have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. The pass to Payton. Gordon a screen. Payton with the ball. Now guarded by Dragic. Marked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call. Now let's take a look at the most efficient scorers in the NBA from last year's campaign. In the third spot, Hassan Whiteside.
Put the ball in the bucket. I mean, that's the name of the game, right? I mean, just ask him. He'll have the answer for you.
There's a screen. Outside Dragic. He dishes it to Whiteside. Back to Dragic. It's deflected. Payton kicks to Vucevic, and it's blocked by Whiteside.
As soon as Whiteside positions himself, he just spikes that one away. It's like he's playing beach volleyball.
It's taken away by Payton. Here's Fournier. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Payton's got 3 assists in the game.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Exactly. They get out quickly, executed to perfection.
Now, here's Whiteside. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Orlando, they've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. And for a few years now, the Heat have made a point to play at a very slow pace. Helps minimize possessions for both teams. And, Brent, if you look at the roster, it plays right to their strengths.
Yeah, something about the slower pace, I think, seems to help out their current mix of players. And, of course, over the past season and a half, their development with Whiteside down there in the middle, that could slow up what you try to do offensively. But, again, a staple for Erik Spoelstra and what the Heat do is defensively causing you all sorts of trouble in the half court before it is they attack you on the other end.
To the inside. And Gordon gets it to go in on the assist by Vucevic. Gordon's got his first basket of the night. Miami's gone 2 of 2 from 3-point range here in the first quarter. Here's Waiters. Here's Dragic. Cans the shot with nobody near him. Dragic has got 5.
This has been a thriller. You cannot say enough about the way these two teams have competed.
I'm just impressed by sheer relentlessness these teams are showing. Neither side giving an inch.
It's deflected. Here's Babbitt. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Here's Whiteside. It's hauled in by Gordon. Orlando trailing here. Pick by Vucevic. Payton kicks to Gordon. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Now here's Waiters. He kicks to Dragic. Shot from 12. That's short off the rim. Orlando, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face.
Well, that's one of his best attributes is his passes hit guys in stride.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. Well, Commissioner Adam Silver has said he'd like to see the league institute a 2 years out of college restriction. Brent, you played 4 years in college. I know you think that helped you. Do you think that requiring that extra development time would be a good thing for the NBA?
Interesting conversations I've had, Kevin, over the past 3 or 4 years with younger coaches in the NBA is the fact that with younger players, they have to take so much time to teach them fundamental things that chunks up a lot of the time that they would have in order to get their team ready for game 30, game 40. And so that teaching is really holding back a lot of teams from being as competitive as they should be once they get their season started. So 2 years, I think, is a great idea from Commissioner Silver. We'll see if that happens.
And Orlando making a change here. Green's checked in, and Miami with a change here too. Johnson's checked in. Here's Augustine. Picked by Vucevic. Just 5 on the clock. And the wide open shot from Green. A three-pointer is right on target. Green's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Johnson outside. Kicks it to Waiters. Right side a screen. Waiters against Ross. Waiters gets a wide open look. Here's Whiteside. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Great job by Whiteside there to get himself to the free throw line so he could knock that one down.
Hard to believe that Hassan Whiteside wasn't even in the NBA a few seasons ago, Brent. Took some time off, but what a find he has been since coming back into the league.
Well, it's been nice to see him re-engage and maybe turn around his attitude and work ethic and maybe wanting this at his size. You have to give credit to Whiteside for not giving up on himself and putting some of that work in to become the player he is right now.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Biyombo comes in for Nikola Vucevic. And Mario Hezonja subbed in for Ross. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line.
Nice stroke from the line by Whiteside. You know, he's only going to get better from there with some practice.
And Orlando has possession. They lead by 4. Biyombo kicks to Augustine. Pass to Hezonja. 6 on the shot clock. Feeds it to Biyombo. And stolen by Whiteside.
Well, they've weathered their turnovers so far.
Now the dish to Ellington. Miami no good on that time either.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And Green slams it in.
And Green getting off the floor there for the dunk. Really like watching him sky up for those.
And here are the Heat now. The Magic getting the bucket. Whiteside dishes to Ellington. Johnson plays it up and banks it in.
Sometimes it's worth it to find the sliver. Excellent pass there.
Augustine with it. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Dishes to Green. Orlando moving the ball around. Green the screen on White. Here's Hezonja. And a miss there on the triple.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And it's slammed in by Whiteside.
Well, even with the contest, Whiteside's going right through you. That's how strong he is.
Here's Augustine. The Heat getting the bucket. Outside, Green. Here's Hezonja. A rebound by Johnson. The Heat have gone 7 of 15 from the field to this point. Here's Whiteside. Johnson kicks to Ellington. Whiteside, the pass to White. Ellington from outside. No good that time. And Orlando the other way now. Here's Fournier. Miami grabs the miss. Whiteside's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Ellington kicks to White. Whiteside a screen. And the foul called on Bismack Biyombo. That's his first foul.
And it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
White dishes to Ellington. Misses in close. Orlando leading. Now here's Fournier. He feeds it to Augustine. Back to Fournier. Here's Hezonja. 4 on the clock. Pass to Augustine. From deep three-point range.
He has got a lot of confidence in his game. You have to if you think you can knock one down from there.
Yeah, and let's not get on him too much, but that shot is also a little irresponsible.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Now here is Augustine. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Now Fournier looking to end the drought. Hassan Whiteside grabs the miss. Whiteside's got his 6th rebound on the night. White the pass to Johnson. And White kicks to Johnson. Whiteside inside, covered by Biyombo.
And there's no doubt that every offense thinks about Hassan Whiteside and what he can do to you on the defensive end of the floor. He bothers so many shots with his height and his length. His timing to go up and swat shots away is just unprecedented. Nice to have a big man in the league that does things like that on that end of the floor.
The Heat shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And thinking again on Whiteside, Brent, that is what sticks out to me. His ability to time up blocks with his height is something you very rarely see.
Well, the one thing, Kevin, he does so well is the long arms. He keeps them down and then extends them as quick as possible to get to the ball. And I think that offensive players don't realize he's got a chance to get to him. But that's why he's one of the league leaders in block shots.
Now here is Augustine. Passes it to Fournier. That's in. Augustine with the assist. Fournier's got 6.
He's getting anything he wants out there. He has this look in his eyes that says, nobody's going to stop me. Not tonight.
Johnson dishes to Johnson. Out to the right wing. And White kicks to Whiteside. Tries from 16. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
Really no excuse for him missing that one, guys. He has to knock that shot down.
Seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Lasagna's shot is off. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Magic out in front, up 1. 2K Sports, back in a moment from the Amway Center. We welcome you back to Noche Latina. Becoming an annual tradition is always here on 2K Sports and always exciting. And from what we've seen from Orlando, what do you guys see?
Anytime you can get to the rim consistently early in the game, it allows you to get into a good rhythm offensively.
Yeah, I thought the defenders were supposed to be the bullies. Their offense is doing that job. Physically imposing their will. No one stepped up to stop them.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So on the floor for Orlando, Aaron Gordon out there with Bismack Biyombo. Then it's Terrence Ross. Then there's DJ Augustine. And it's Hezonja in at the shooting guard position. It's amazing to watch these NBA athletes competing every day. You and I get the lucky seat right there in front midcourt. Such size, such athleticism. It's intimidating. Who are the most intimidating players you think in the game today?
If you go to Detroit and you want to match up with number 0 there and Andre Drummond,
look out.
You're in for a long night.
Harness yourself in.
The way that he can control the middle, Kevin, and the way he's relentless at coming at the offensive glass and the defensive glass all game long, I'm really interested in the development of Andre Drummond as the centerpiece, figuratively and literally, for the Detroit Pistons.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And the Magic's young tandem of first-round picks in 2014, Elfrid Payton and Aaron Gordon, they've come a long way together.
You know, they were teammates on the Team USA under-19 squad that went 9-0 and won gold back in 13. And that was a great draft for the Magic, getting 2 high-character, high-effort, defensive-minded players with elite athleticism.
And when you watch Dragic, the thing that sticks out is how easy it is for him to create something out of nothing, Brendan. It's like he's seeing a different game at times.
Well, first of all, Kevin, he has the advantage of being a left-handed player, and it's always difficult to guard those. And then secondly, he uses his speed and his pull-up game with great effectiveness. That's why that field goal percentage for him has always been very, very efficient.
And he knocks down the first one.
Well, when it comes to free throws, Dragic is just money from the line.
Vucevic checked in for Bismack Biyombo. And Goran Dragic drops them both.
You just can't help but think of what Miami was able to accomplish with the big 3. 4 straight NBA Finals appearances. That hadn't happened in the NBA for almost 30 years.
Now here is Augustine, looking for his first basket still in this one. Clock at 6. And the pass to Hezonja. Lets it go with the 3. Miami grabs the miss. And Bray, you talked about the Heat making 4 consecutive finals. Historically speaking, that's actually a more unusual feat than winning 3 straight titles.
Yeah, I think they'd rather have the 3 rings, but you have to give them a ton of credit for the way they set up the basketball team. And now it's moving forward in the absence of LeBron James to see where they can get to and how quickly to become an Eastern Conference power once again.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, we know Mario Hezonja is a sharpshooter out of Croatia, and some say he was the cockiest player from that 2015 draft class. He once said, "I've never had respect to anybody on a basketball court. I don't care. Whether it's a veteran or a young player standing in front of me, I always have the same goal. I want to run over everybody." Kevin?
What a quote. He is not shy. Thanks, D.A. Now here's Gordon following the miss by Hassan Whiteside. Vucevic setting the pick for Augustine. Second chance shot. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the knee.
And Aaron Gordon in his 3rd NBA season. It's easy to forget he's just 2 months younger than Karl Anthony Towns. So still much room for growth in this young guy.
True, but you gotta like what we've seen from him thus far. It reminds me a little bit of another running rebel, Shawn Marion, the Matrix. Athletic, mobile, has the versatility to compete at either forward position. This guy has a bright future.
Elfrid Payton, he's checked in for Augustine. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Ross with the steal. Pass to Hezonja. Hassan Whiteside grabs the miss. Whiteside's got 7 rebounds in the game. The feed to Dragic. He dishes it to Waiters. And it's Hezonja with the foul. That's his first foul. Here's Waiters. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Dragic with it. Now Payton defending. Johnson in the corner. Down on the shot clock. Here's Dragic from outside. No good. Shot missing. Great D that time from Payton. For 3, Ross. And it's Miami with the rebound. Whiteside's got his 8th rebound here tonight. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. Now, you played all the backcourt positions, including shooting guard. Some have said the talent level at the 2 guard has fallen off a bit of late. Would you agree with that?
I think it's been an interesting shift, Kevin, in the NBA with regards to the scoring point guard and how much there are guards in our league who initiate offense not with the pass, but more with their ability to get to the rim, eventually get to the foul line, their ability to score the basketball and run pick and roll offenses. And with how quick teams are playing, there maybe are fewer opportunities for shooting guards to get the ball in positions where they can score.
But 2 guards have got to handle the ball. We're seeing that more and more. That versatility is important for teams.
No question about it. A lot of coaches are looking for complementary 2 guards or small forwards out there that can get to the right spots and then make the next play. After your point guard draws defense, can the next man on your team be just as effective with his pass, with his scoring? Then you got a combination that can do some damage.
The Heat making a switch here. Babbitt's checked in. That one misses.
And really, you look at the Magic, they definitely improved defensively last season. I mean, it's still a young team that has to feel like they're headed in the right direction with a plethora of young and up-and-coming talent.
Now here's Payton. Looking for his first basket still in this one. There's Hezonja. That 3 off the mark.
And he has not made one shot in this one. Has to be on his mind every time he's pulling up.
Right side a screen. There's Dragic with the 3. In it goes. That's his 3rd bucket. He's missed 5 so far. And Greg, for the Magic, offense is where they need to take that next step. What's the key there, you think?
I think shooting has been their Achilles heel. I mean, you can only accomplish so much with dive cuts and drives. It gets clogged up in the paint. They've got a great shooting coach. They seem to be drafting athletes and then trying to coach them up to become better shooters.
It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
Now, here's Whiteside. He has 6. Now, here's Waiters. D right on him. Pass to Magruder, expanding his range. Orlando grabs the miss. Vucevic has got 4 rebounds in this game. Hezonja kicks to Payton. Gordon a screen. Cross on the wing. Hassan Whiteside grabs the miss.
He is struggling mightily, but his teammates in this one have picked him up.
Here's Hezonja from outside off the mark.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Kicks it to Dragic. Feeds to Babbitt. Launches a 3. Vucevic with the rebound. Orlando leading. Hezonja the pass to Payton. He kicks to Ross. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Payton's got his 6th assist on the night.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And Waiters kicks to Whiteside. Shoots from 14, and it comes off the front of the rim.
You know, looking at his release and his form, it just seems like something is off, and it's affecting both his shot and, at this point, his confidence.
There's Hezonja. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Outside Gordon. And it's Dion Waiters with the foul. That's his first foul. Fournier's checked in for Orlando. And with a change here, too. Wayne Ellington's checked in for Dion Waiters. On defense, Miami. They trail by 3. There's a good screen. Gordon dishes to Vucevic. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Payton. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Miami's gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Here's Magruder. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
Terrific defense. They definitely read the scouting report on this guy and could not have played him more perfectly there.
Gordon with the screen for Fournier. Trying his luck deep. They get the rebound. And then Gordon with the dunk.
This guy is a beast on the board.
And when he gets those second chance points, he does not waste one of them.
Well, you love the NBA, but some of these guys have the DNA. He also outworks everybody. Filthy combination.
And Nikola Vucevic is going to pick up a foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Orlando making some changes. Biyombo checks in for Nikola Vucevic. And it's Green in for Aaron Gordon. Heat also with the sub. Johnson's checked in. Now here's Johnson. Here's Magruder. Shot to stop the drought. And that one comes up a bit short.
And the way that the league is changing, you have to respect the fact that Erik Spoelstra has changed along with it. He's had a lot of small ball during the big 3 years. And he's been able to recognize when it's advantageous to go small with his roster for quite some time.
They kick it out to Green. And he's good on the 3-ball. And now it's an 8-point Magic lead.
And Green's become a dependable three-point threat. If you don't get a hand in his face, he can certainly knock those down.
Johnson outside. Right side a screen. Off the screen. And he comes off the screen and slams it through.
Oh, power flush cause, but it's a trend that coach would probably like to see him reverse.
Orlando leading by 6. Payton outside. To the middle. Green. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Green's got 10 points in the game.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
The fader misses off the right eye.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Now here's Ross. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. And so he draws the foul on the shot on trip to the line to shoot 2.
And taking a look now at the stats for Johnson, how he did last season. Averaged about 8 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. Last year wasn't his best, but he's looking for a bounce-back campaign this season.
First one falls for him. Well, you look at the Miami Heat, and there's a lot of experience on that roster. But you know, Brent, even the role players who have been in this league for a while, well, they've carved out nice roles for the team as well.
Yeah, you can never underestimate what it's like to have experience in the NBA, not only in dealing with training camp and a new coach, but the length of a season, and then potentially, if those things all come together, a nice long playoff run. They play a very controlled style, and Erik Spoelstra has the team pointed in the right direction. Great to see young players like Winslow getting some early important minutes for his career.
Now here's Johnson. The dish to Whiteside. That one falls, coming off Johnson's feet. 8 points for Hassan Whiteside.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
And here's Augustine. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Ross, that's good.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's White. Trailing by 10. Babbitt kicks to Johnson. Good ball movement here by Miami. 6 on the shot clock.
Yeah, looking up at the scoreboard, guys, that's his 3rd foul, and his coach has to consider now sitting him down.
The Heat have made 5 of 8 of their free throw attempts.
Yeah, last year, collectively, only 74% from the line.
2 shots.
He misses the free throw.
And not the same rhythm or approach that he had in the first quarter when he was taking it straight to the teeth of the D and really creating contact. Like to see him get back to that here in this quarter.
James Johnson's checked in for Miami. Good on the second free throw. Magic leading by 9. Augustine with it. Dishes to Fournier. Ross kicks to Augustine. 5 on the clock. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Fournier for 3, and it's Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. White the pass to Whiteside. Whiteside a screen. Johnson a wide open look. Basket is good. The assist from Johnson. Johnson's got 5 points so far. They've shared the load offensively.
And guys, they put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
Now here's Green. 10 points for him. He feeds it to Ross. Fires the 3. Offensive rebound. Pass to Augustine. We've got 1:23 left to play here in the second quarter. Outside, Green. The 3. Rebound by the Heat. Last time they met was in Miami.
Yeah, and their last time playing against this club, they fell short. A lot of cheap fouls really plagued their starting unit.
But I'm sure they learned their lesson from that game. They know they can't afford to have their first unit unavailable when the game is at critical junctures this time around.
No one covering. Augustine's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And he answers right back with a 3 of his own.
And this is one of those challenges, mano-a-mano, each guy hitting from deep in the face of the other.
And the basket by Johnson.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Now here's Fournier. Ellington defending. And Augustine kicks to Ross. Pass to Fournier. Trying his luck deep. And it's Hassan Whiteside with the rebound. The Heat trailed by 4. Johnson outside. Whiteside a screen on Augustine. Here's Johnson, and that's going to do it. Some good defense down the stretch to end the quarter. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game. Here's Payton. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Here's who Eric Spoelstra is starting the second half with. Dragic is out there with Dion Waiters. Then there's Whiteside. Then it's Luke Babbitt. They get it back. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Nikola Vucevic, a skilled 7-footer who just attacks the glass. A nightly double-double machine, but still figuring out how to really become a dominant force on the inside.
That free throw, no good. And thinking about Vucevic, he's a guy that just tantalizes with his scoring, his size. But you hear some comments and concerns that he's not the impact defender that you would have to have inside.
Yeah, not the quickest feet or the fastest off the ground, but he does stay out of foul trouble. And for him to really move the needle, though, you'd like for him to watch tape of a guy like Tim Duncan and improve as a rim protector.
Ross kicks to Payton. And there's the pass to Vucevic. Second chance shot. And it's Dragic with the rebound. The Heat trailed by 4. To Magruder. To the wing right side. Here's Babbitt with the three. And Vucevic pulls it down. Vucevic has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Good on the shot. Gordon's got the first points of the second half up on the board for the Magic.
And without his sharp shooting, who knows where they'd be right now.
Dragic dishes to Whiteside. And there's the feed to Waiters. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. Well, one thing, Brent, with Dion Waiters is that when he is on, he is red hot. He's one of those players who will get single-digit points for a few weeks, then just explode for 25 or 30 points out of the blue.
Well, that sounds nice, Kevin, but most coaches are seeking consistency, and he's really not had that in the early stages of his career so far. So still trying to figure out his role, but he does bail out his team every now and again with those kind of scoring binges.
Misses, so he splits the free throws.
Still struggling to find some consistency as an offensive player, but Waiters does get to the free throw line a fair amount for a guy who shoots so many threes.
Now here's Vucevic. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. They get Hassan Whiteside.
Clearly a foul.
The Magic have missed 4 of their 8 free throws up to this point. Things not really going their way at the line yet.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
And he can't get the first one. And the second free throw, good. Now here's Waiters. And stolen by Payton. Fournier gets a wide open look. Another miss by Orlando.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Dragic the pass to Waiters. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. He dishes it to Dragic. Right wing. Shot clock at 6. From 12 feet out. Count it, and the Orlando lead has been cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Hassan Whiteside. Payton kicks to Fournier. To the middle. A good finish at the rack off the slick feet. Fournier's got 8 points.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfectly.
Dragic kicks to Whiteside. Fades away. Great tee that time from Vucevic.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
Payton dishes to Fournier. Kicks to Ross. On the wing, Gordon. He's got 10. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession. Well, folks, tonight a great rebounding game we're watching in progress. And now, with that in mind, let's take a look at the all-time record for rebounds in a single game. How about Wilt Chamberlain with 55 rebounds back on November 24th, 1960.
And guys, that's one of those records that always seemed to me impossible to break. I mean, in the modern era, nobody's even sniffed that 55 rebound mark. I mean, heck, a lot of teams don't get 55 rebounds in a game, and Wilt's owned it since 1960.
Ross passes to Payton. Now here's Ross. Defense right on him. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Now Fournier. He's got 8. Back to Ross. In the corner, it's Gordon. Off target from outside.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Feeds to Whiteside. Outside Dragic. He kicks it to Waiters. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for two.
When he gets inside, Waiters sometimes finds it hard to finish in traffic, but he makes the necessary adjustment there.
Payton kicks to Vucevic. And that one is off. Good work defensively by Whiteside. The Heat trailed by 4. Dragic dishes to Waiters. They set the pick. Back to Dragic. And Waiters has it in the corner. That's in coming off an assist from Dragic. And that's now 6 points for Dion Waiters. Dragic against Payton. Here's Fournier. Miami grabs the miss.
Well, he has more than enough strength to fight through the D and convert that one. I'm surprised he came up short there.
Here's Waiters. Comes up empty from 8 feet. Magic shooting 39% from the floor. Not their best. And Fournier kicks to Ross. Picked by Vucevic. For 3, Fournier. And it's Hassan Whiteside with the rebound. Miami's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. There's the dish to Waiters. And the Heat, another 3.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Payton. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Ross, that's good.
I like that. Didn't force the jam, just happy to lay in the soft floater.
Now here's Waiters. Pass to Magruder. Puts up a 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. 13 points in the game.
All these open threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Payton against Dragic. Payton passes to Fournier. Picked by Vucevic. Outside Gordon. So the wing on the left. And it's Payton. That time on the assist by Gordon. Payton's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Miami's gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. Here's Dragic. He doesn't hit that one. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. They've led by as much as 10. Dishes it to Fournier. From beyond the arc, Miami grabs the miss.
Oh, boy, I tell you what, they don't get much uglier than the quarter he's having.
Yeah, his confidence really nowhere to be found right now, and he's lost all rhythm in that jumper.
Here's Magruder. He's got 13. Whiteside, a screen on Payton. Dragic kicks to Whiteside. Pass to Fournier. Picked by Vucevic. Back to Payton. Ross on the wing. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Pass to Magruder. Vucevic with the block. And here is Payton. It's Fournier on the wing. Vucevic setting the pick for Gordon. Payton outside. Outside against Vucevic for the lead, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
Not not sure. Maybe the pressure of the moment got to him there. A really careless error that might ultimately cost the team.
So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group. Biombo, he's checked in for Vucevic. Green comes in for Ross. Hezonja, he's checked in for Fournier. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Elfrid Payton. And the foul on Josh Richardson. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
White, he's checked in for Waiters. Augustine with it. Passes it to Hezonja. In the corner, it's Gordon. Orlando moving the ball around. And then Biombo with the dunk.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Especially in a game that is this close, every possession counting. That was just one side wanting it more than the other.
And taken away by Johnson. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Miami no good on that time either. Orlando leading. A pass to Augustine. Gordon a screen. Here's Hezonja. Richardson covering. Floats one up. Hezonja's shot is off. The Heat have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. They need this one.
Well, sending out the memo to the team, get Whiteside the rock. Everything he's touching right now is going in.
Now here is Augustine. Pass to Hezonja. They set the screen. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
And he's not picking his spots out there right now, at least not well. He's forcing low percentage opportunities, and it's no surprise the frustration right there on his face.
Now here's White. Looking for his first basket still in this one. And they take the lead.
And Whiteside gobbles up the close range opportunities at the basket like he did there.
And Augustine kicks to Gordon. And taken away by Johnson. That one wide left.
And you really thought that was going to be a gimme, but unable to convert.
It's as if he had too good a look. Is that possible? And now he's kicking himself.
The Heat have made 7 of their last 12 attempts at the line. That free throw missing.
And he's letting a lot of points get away at the free throw line tonight. It's got to be frustrating to have all that hard work not pay off.
Wayne Ellington's checked in for White. They can't make the second free throw either. Missing both.
And the charity stripe once again proving to be the Achilles heel for him. His free throws have been way off the mark. And Green is a critical role player for this team. His passing is really phenomenal.
Here's Richardson following the three-pointer by Orlando. Here's Hezonja. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 3 assists in the game. The Heat trail by 3. Johnson kicks to Whiteside. Johnson the screen. Whiteside dishes to Richardson. Drills the three-pointer. Richardson's got his first 3 points of the game. Orlando's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Augustine against Johnson. Outside, Green. Just 5 on the clock. He feeds it to Gordon. Augustine passes to Biombo. Good work defensively by Whiteside.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Whiteside a screen, and there's the feed to Richardson. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Magic shooting just 33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots. Here's Hezonja. Gordon with a screen on Richardson. Lets it go with a three. And again, it's Orlando with the three.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Yep, he's going to kill you coming off of those down screens. As a defender, you have to fight over the top.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of three. It's the Magic. They're up by 3. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Head coach Eric Spoelstra mic'd up along the sideline. Let's check it out.
We have got to get shots. Trust each other right now. Let's get shots, okay? Got some good looks. Cannot afford to turn the ball over.
An emphasis on offensive efficiency there by Eric Spoelstra, trying to keep his guys fully engaged.
Yeah, and patience with the ball is key. Don't force anything. Work together. Take what the defense gives you.
Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the fourth quarter. A terrific game so far. Hezonja is out there with Green. Then it's Evan Fournier. And it's Vucevic. And it's Augustine in at the point guard. That's who's out there for Orlando. Now here is Augustine. He dishes it to Vucevic. Hezonja kicks to Augustine. It's Fournier on the wing. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Miami trailer. Now Johnson. Right side a screen. And here is Johnson. Kicks it to Whiteside. Feeds it to Waiters. And then Waiters with the jam.
Sneaky quickness allowing Waiters to penetrate through the defense to get the strong finish.
Well, Orlando shooting 41% for the game. Green, the screen. The dish to Fournier. Kept alive Orlando. Here's Vucevic. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. And Miami shooting well. They're at 45%. Johnson, the pass to Ellington. Waiters with the ball. Now Green defending. Waiters dishes to Whiteside. Clock at 6. Ellington kicks to Johnson. Heat moving the ball around. Here's Waiters. And airballs the triple. That one was way off. Now here's Fournier. Ellington defending. Picked by Vucevic. Augustine against Johnson. Vucevic with the bucket. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
Now here's Waiters. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Well, he is an offensive threat, and Waiters can draw a ton of shooting fouls when he's aggressive.
First free throw is good. The Magic making a switch here. Ross is checked in. And both free throws good for Waiters. The Magic have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Augustine passes to Fournier. Augustine with it. Picked by Vucevic. Back to Fournier. Tries a 3. And good. Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine. Augustine's got 5 assists in the game. Now here's Dragic. Johnson outside. He kicks to Waiters. From the top of the key. Vucevic with the rebound. Vucevic has got 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. Green, no luck. For Miami, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Outside, Dragic. This is to Whiteside. And Nikola Vucevic is going to pick up a foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Third minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Johnson the screen. And Waiters kicks to Dragic. Here's Whiteside. Up and in on the layup. Whiteside's got it all tied up now for Miami.
Well, when it comes to collecting rebounds, Hassan Whiteside is one of the best in the league. Outstanding job creating a second chance opportunity and getting the shot to go.
Now here's Fournier inside. Vucevic. Count that bucket. Vucevic has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Loose D here. Critical stretch. I mean, you better off sending them to the free throw lines than to have them get that good a look.
Well, they weren't even close enough to foul him there. That's how lax the D was on that play. Yeah, the first half was really tough, but he's really rounded a corner here and been fantastic shooting the ball here in the second half.
Dragic against Augustine. Fires from 14. Vucevic with the block. And now, here comes Augustine leading the break. And Jeff Green, the bucket on the assist by Augustine. Augustine's got 6 assists here tonight.
And when Green is feeling it, keep getting him the ball. He can really score from anywhere from the floor.
Now, here's Dragic. From deep. And again, Miami with the triple.
What a game. This lead just keeps going back and forth.
Now, here's Fournier. Pass to Augustine. Vucevic setting the pick for Green. Shot clock at 6. It's Fournier on the wing. Expanding his range. But they get it back. And Vucevic kicks to Green. To the paint. And stolen by Whiteside. Johnson outside. Dragic against Augustine. Takes it from 10. Whiteside. And it's Dragic with the assist. Dragic has got his 3rd assist on the night. Augustine against Dragic. That's good, and the Heat lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Augustine.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Outside Dragic. There's the pick. Passes it to Whiteside. Great D that time from Vucevic.
Well, the defense was right up on him, so electing to go for the fadeaway there to create some room, well, that makes sense.
Raiders against Fournier. Vucevic with the bucket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Pass to Magruder. He feeds it to Whiteside. Whiteside sets the pick for Johnson. Here's Magruder. A step back shot here. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Vucevic has got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Now the pass to Augustine. The feed to Fournier. Pick by Vucevic. And Fournier kicks to Green. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. He'd have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the 4th and even 50%. Right side a screen. Johnson outside. Lock at 6. Pass to Magruder. That's in, coming off an assist from Johnson. And the Heat lead by 2. Orlando's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. Picked by Vucevic. It's Fournier on the wing. He's guarded by Waiters. 6 on the shot clock. Fournier against Waiters. No good from Ross.
That was some very intimidating, aggressive defense that really helped alter that shot.
Right side a screen. Johnson kicks to Dragic. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in. Dragic has got the lead up to 4 now for Miami. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Augustine dishes to Vucevic, and so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And not a single free throw attempt in that first half, but he has been far more active since the break and drawn some fouls.
Nikola Vucevic. He's off on the first. So for the Magic, Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for Green. And it's Elfrid Payton in for Augustine. Luke Babbitt, he's checked in for Miami. That one misses. The Heat leading by 4. Ross with the steal. Dragic against Payton. Pass to Fournier. Gordon with the screen for Fournier. 5 to shoot. Gordon the pass to Vucevic. Goes back up. And that's 2 points on the layup. Vucevic has got 9 points here in the second half.
Yeah, certainly an attitude change at halftime after sort of wandering around in the first. He's kicked.
Pass to Magruder. There's a screen. Right side, a screen on Ross. To the paint. It's stolen by Vucevic. And now as Ross running, he can go all the way. And the jam by Ross.
And Kevin, maybe the play of the game right there.
A tremendous instincts grade to come up with a steal and then attack the basket.
Well, the other part is just reading the crucial moment. That's a clutch move right there. It could change the outcome of the game.
And it's the Heat with the ball. The Magic hitting the bucket. Pass to Magruder. 6 to shoot. Gets that one through the hole. Make him now 7 of 13 in this game.
They really did a nice job of getting the ball into an area where good things tend to happen, and they did.
Here's Vucevic. He dishes it to Fournier. Gordon a screen. Here's Payton. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
Unbelievable basket. I mean, giving up a lot of height there, but he was not to be denied.
Well, it's nice that he holds some things in reserve because he knows his time to explode, and then the soft lane.
And Waiters kicks to Dragic. Now here's Waiters. Back to Dragic. High arcing shot. Good D by Payton. Orlando's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Kicks it to Vucevic. Vucevic gets double teamed. Payton drives in. Can't hit the free throw line jump. Miami's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Babbitt dishes to Waiters. And Elfrid Payton with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Payton against Dragic. Takes the 3. That shot misses. The Magic go the other way with it. They've led by as much as 10. Vucevic. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. For the three. Another miss by Dragic. So it's Orlando now. Floats one to take the lead. Buries it.
Those are huge points.
As important a bucket as we've seen all game long.
Now a timeout called by Miami. They trail by 2. 36 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Yeah, and looking at how much time they have, I think it's likely we'll see them try to get a good look and score quickly.
Let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Eric Spoelstra coaching the team during the break. He told them, hey, this game is there for you, but we got to go get it. 50-50 balls, getting to the basket. We have to give it all right now. Kevin?
Feeds to Whiteside. There's the pick. Dragic kicks to Whiteside. Sinks it. And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
Now, some guys have a hard time finding their teammates in those possessions. Dragic is always looking to dish to get it to the open.
Passes to Payton. Shot clock at 6. There's the dish to Vucevic. The 10-footer. And we are headed to overtime. A do-or-die defensive stop. And they come up big. Timeout called the Heat. Regulation is ended and we're heading to overtime. And we'll be back right after this. The Heat off the tip. And always a good ride in these post-regulation battles. This overtime now looking to be an exciting one. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. On the court for the Heat, they've got James Johnson. Dragic is out there with Dion Waiters. Then it's Luke Babbitt. And it's Whiteside in the center, locking down the middle. Here's Fournier after the Heat pick up 2. And it's Gordon missing. And here is Waiters. He kicks it to Dragic. Dishes it to Whiteside. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That one on Vucevic.
And a nice show of strength from Whiteside there. Slapped on the shot, but still makes the basket.
the free throw, no good. The Magic trailed by 4. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Pick by Vucevic. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession.
Yeah, I don't know if he just lost sight of the lines on the floor, but he seemed perfectly oblivious to where he was on the court, guys.
And one action in this one. We're about 1 minute into overtime. Outside Dragic. Out left to the wing. Knocked loose. 5 to shoot. It doesn't go for him. And Orlando will come the other way. Fournier dishes to Ross. Augustine with it. Now guarded by Dragic. And Fournier kicks to Gordon. He doesn't hit that one. Good work defensively by Whiteside. Johnson, the pass to Waiters. And Waiters with the stop.
And I think that's the preference from Waiters. He should attack the rim more often.
The Magic trailed by 6. Just about 2 minutes in now to this overtime period. What a game. Here's Vucevic, and he banks in the layup.
The defender must have felt like he ran into a brick wall right there. Really great screen set to give his teammate the wide open shot.
Dragic kicks to Johnson. Whiteside dishes to Babbitt. Hacked on the shot, and he'll have 3 chances at the line. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon. That's good from Babbitt. And he's good on the second. And he makes all 3. The Magic trail by 7. Passes it to Vucevic. And stolen by Whiteside. It's stolen by Vucevic. Quick shot there, and it's off target. For Miami, they've gone 3 of 4 on their field goal attempts since the beginning of overtime. To the inside. Whiteside kicks to Waiters. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits. Waiters got 5 points now in the quarter.
And they are starting to pull away here as the shots continue to fall.
Start to feel their confidence. That's the difference between the success they're having now and the struggles they faced earlier.
Now here's Vucevic. Another miss by Vucevic.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Augustine with it. Now guarded by Dragic. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. Payton, he's checked in for Augustine. If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
Dragic the pass to Whiteside. And they double up Whiteside. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. 5 on the clock. Dragic from 13 feet. It goes down.
And as Dragic went up on the jumper, he knew the defense was there still. Finds a way to knock that one in.
We're now over 3.5 minutes through this overtime period. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks. If he's taking shots like
he's been on a roll tonight. That one was a bit forced.
That one good for 2. The Magic trail by 14. Fournier with the ball. Picked by Vucevic. Fournier dishes to Payton. In the corner, it's Gordon. No good again that time. The Heat have gotten themselves off to a terrific start here in overtime, hitting 6 of their first 7 shots.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Heat.
You're right, not much time left. You know, they couldn't put them away in regulation, but after what we've seen here, a superb performance in overtime, they're managing to get the job done.
Yeah, just an amazing game, and ultimately they were able to just pull away there at the end.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And maybe it goes without saying, but they had no answer for Hassan Whiteside.
The guys were so afraid to bring the ball inside against him, and for very good reason. He was playing a rugged brand of interior defense. He challenged shots left, right, center. Big effort on the inside.
And they've just done a great job of keeping this crowd out of the game. And we're getting closer to victory. The crowd's getting quieter.
And that's the thing. When you go on the road, 2 things can happen. Either the environment can affect you, or you can affect the environment. They chose the latter.
And so Miami takes this one by
side. And in what seems like the same old for him, he scored yet another double-double. Talk about Mr. Dependable. This guy had it going.
When you talk about Whiteside, you're talking about a guy capable of putting up 20 every single night. We've seen him do that more than a few times, and he's going to keep doing it. His rebounding is fantastic. He's always around the ball. And his timing is outstanding. This guy has great shot-blocking instincts.
That was some of the most passionate rebounding work I've ever seen. Guys aren't supposed to be capable of getting that many rebounds in a single game. He was just an animal on the boards. It was something special to behold.